Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 35, I think, of Minecraft 1.16 Survival, now in 1.17 with amazing things like axolotls that are really cute. In the last episode, we found some 1.17 chunks and set up a little outpost here, along with, our axolotls, but today I want to actually start building, some farms and stuff, most importantly, an amethyst farm, because I found this geode that's just over here a little bit. Here we are. This is the amethyst geode that we found in the last episode. It's quite large actually, which is, nice. Lots of clusters to build the farm around. And I think the first step is just to tear out everything that isn't these cluster blocks, and then we can start putting pistons and timers and everything around it to make it automatic. Sadly, there's no time lapse for this one because the replay mod doesn't exist for 1.17. So I thought I'd stop halfway after I finish getting out all the amethyst blocks to show this because I think it looks pretty cool, although there's definitely not enough space. So let's get rid of the calcite. All of the calcite has been removed. I've left the smooth basalt because I think there's enough room for pistons, so I guess it's piston time. Well, I'd say I'm about halfway done putting in pistons, and I'm kind of losing motivation. This is way harder than I thought it would be, and just in the process of starting this clip and jumping around on them, I've realized that this one is incorrect. This doesn't work. So yeah, it's kind of a difficult thing to make. This one at least is an easy fix, but I imagine I probably made quite a few more of said mistakes. And I think before I continue doing this, I just want to take a quick break and do something else. And I think that something else is going to be to actually make a base, because I don't really have much of one currently. I only have, some chests in a hole. So we're going to make something a little bit better than that. So yeah, I want to improve this base, because currently it's just a bunch of chests in a cave, which is not really ideal for our 1.17 outpost. And I'm not sure whether or not I'll build it on the surface or down here, but I do know generally what resources I want, and I have most of them, like amethyst and such, but I do want more deep slate to make it, because I think I'm going to end up using quite a bit of it. So I'm actually going to go strip mining for deep slate, because I also want some diamonds. I know I could just mine out here, there's quite a few veins, but I like strip mining, it's fun. Plus, in 1.17, diamond distribution has actually been changed to be superior for mining at level 5, which I actually really like as a new feature, because it used to be level 11 was the best for diamonds, and that also happens to be the level that's right above lava lakes. So now mining for diamonds is a little bit more challenging, so I want to see how that pans out. Okay, I haven't been mining for that long, and I certainly haven't found any diamonds yet. My inventory is also full of water buckets because, well, I think I found an underwater cave, and I haven't actually explored this yet, so it might be. Well, okay, it's not underwhelming, but there's also no axolotls, which is what I was hoping for. I was hoping this would be kind of an underwater cave system and not, well, this. But diamonds are good. Let's see how many we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ore, it looks like. And that turned into 18 diamonds. That is not bad. I would already call that a successful mining trip. That's more than I have gotten on previous ones. I am kind of disappointed about the axolotls, though. So I guess I will tunnel through this and keep mining, because like I said, I haven't actually gone that far, but there has been a lot of lava, which is what all of this cobbled deep slate is. I think if I break any one of these blocks, there is lava behind it. Well, I continued mining until my inventory was full and ended up getting a decent bit of diamonds, almost a stack in total now. Also, more importantly, more than enough deep slate to build my base. So now that I have enough resources to build it, I need to actually decide where, because I have kind of a design in mind, but it works on the surface and underground, which isn't really the best for making a base here, because it doesn't narrow things down at all. I think I'll probably make it in this area, because I really like this lava lake that we have here, and also I kind of like this area for my axolotl enclosure. I'm going to do some fun stuff with that, hopefully, and also the exit of the cave is right up here, so I think right down there is a pretty good location, so I'm going to start doing some planning out, I guess. Well, I was thinking about where I want to put everything in this base, and I think I have a pretty good idea at this point. So I've put signs around, so I think I'm going to keep my storage in this general area. And then I just want to expand this axolotl enclosure pretty much. I decided to build a bridge here. Um, so I did that, and this just goes to like the entrance area. I have a lot more terraforming to do here because I don't want this to be obsidian. I want to like look like it's not used to be part of the lava lake, which might be a little hard to do, but I'm gonna try. And then most importantly of all, I have science's villagers over here, so I want to make a new villager trading system in this base because my old one back at Turtle Keep doesn't actually work anymore because of some changes in 1.16. Like they came out after I built that. It One of the mechanics used to zombify the villagers just doesn't function anymore, and all of the ones that were zombified no longer give me discounts because I'm on a different account than when I zombified them. So I'm going to build a new one here with a new zombification system that should work a lot better, and I'll be able to finally have an enchanted bow again, which will be very cool. I also marked out a place for a dripstone farm. This is just in the tunnel that leads to the amethyst geode, because I think this would be a cool place for a dripstone farm. I don't really need one, but you know, that's no reason to not build one. They're really simple, so it'll be quite fun. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I only have 3 axolotls and only 2 different colors. So I want to find more, and truthfully finding them in these caves I don't think works very well because none of them are actually waterlogged caves. So what I've done is I actually went out into the world and I found an ocean in 1.17 chunks, and I made another portal that goes to there. It's not actually that far away, which is good, and like I said, this is an ocean that's in the 1.17 chunks, so to find more axolotls, all I have to do is find like an underwater ravine or an underwater cave, and there should be plenty. I've just realized, oh no, I did bring all my buckets. Sweet. But my inventory is quite full, so I think I actually have to go back first and empty it out. Okay, I'm back in the 1.17 ocean with a clean inventory, and now it is time to go look for some underwater caves and hopefully axolotls if I can manage to take off from the water, which I tend to not be very good at. There we go. Okay. Oh, I have found a underwater ravine, it looks like, because there's bubbles and stuff. And hopefully there's some waterlogged caves going off of it. It looks like there are. Okay, come on. Give me some cute sea creatures. Oh, there's one. It is a color I already have, but I will take it anyway. You know, just for fun. Okay, go. No, no, okay. No, okay. There we go. Okay. Got another yellow axolotl, so that's 3 of them now, which is more than I need, but, you know, why not? Ooh, no axolotl, but there are some glow squid that need to be killed. Ooh, plus I can get glow ink sacs, and those actually make some pretty cool things, but the mob itself, completely useless, doesn't do anything. Okay, the glow squid are dead. I got 14 glow ink sacs, which I say is pretty good, and now we're back to looking for the cute underwater animal. Got it. Okay, that's a brown one too, so that's like new and stuff. Wait, oh, there's another. Water. No, no, hold it, keep it in the bucket. Okay, we got 2 brown axolotls now. Sick. Okay, well, I got 4 new axolotls, and I'd say that is pretty good. I got 2 brown ones, a pink one, and a white one, I think. So I'm gonna head back to the base and put those guys in with the others. Yellow one that was pink for a second, brown one, and a white one. I still don't have any of like the pink one, which I kind of consider the base color, but now that I have all of these guys, I think their enclosure is getting a little small considering they're quite tightly packed. So I think that is the next thing we're going to build in the new base is a new axolotl enclosure. So I've planned out the basic shape of the axolotl enclosure. I kind of just have this like curved bit of tinted glass, and the enclosure is going to go behind that, of course. But I realized after doing that I don't actually have all of the resources I want to build this. So I went ahead and did some exploring off camera. So I needed 2 things in specific, and that is moss blocks and glowberries. And since lush caves don't actually generate yet, it's kind of difficult to find them. The moss blocks you can find in shipwrecks, which was surprisingly difficult because the ocean that we were just in doesn't have any, and glowberries, you have to go underground and find them in minecart chests. But now I have all of them, so I can actually start to decorate the axolotl enclosure, get some, nice lush, kind of pretty much make a mock lush cave almost. But I'm probably going to add some other blocks in there as well because, well, I don't have like drip leaf for a lot of the other stuff that would go in a lush cave. And either way, let's get building. Well, I was just covering the floor with moss as, like part of it, and I forgot that this is actually how you get like azalea bushes. So I can grow azalea trees now, and these things look super cool. I don't know, can you just break them with... Oh, you can. They're like really fast to break. I love these little bushes because they're just like tiny trees, and you could put them in flower pots, I think, if I am not mistaken, and that is just like a super cool addition, in my opinion, because they look great in flower pots. That I would show you, but I don't have clay. That might be part of the base later, but I am too lazy to go get clay right now. Okay, sweet. Well, I might use these as well in the enclosure because I think they look cool. So I put in the water first, and then I kind of left because I needed more stone, so I went and got a shulker box from the main base. 4 axolotls and a baby have spawned. Does the baby stay a baby if I put the baby in a bucket? 1 minute. Where's the baby? Give me the baby. Where's the... I don't know if you guys can see. You can probably see some, but I have a baby. Wait, does it stay a baby? Oh my god, it stays a baby. Give me the baby. No, get off my bed. No. Get back in the water. So this just produces axolotls. That's cool. Yeah, that's nice. I think I'm probably gonna put these guys in buckets. Also, I think where's the pink one? Yeah, this guy. This guy's a new color. I don't have pink yet. I'm gonna get all these guys in buckets because I don't actually want to deal with axolotls swimming around while I'm working on this place. So we're gonna put these guys in buckets and then finish it up. And I guess that means glow squid will also be able to spawn in here. Okay, anyway, distractions aside, a lot more axolotls now, but I'm gonna actually kind of finish making this. Well, I've made some significant progress. I made a little bit of like a landmass over in one corner, and because it has glowberries on it, it kind of stands out against the rest of the, like, because everything else is super dark. Also, some glow squid spawned in here, and normally I would instantly murder them because they're not isologers, but they actually look pretty cool in here because, they aren't affected by light levels, so they look decent in the dark. So instead, I'm going to name them so they don't despawn. I'm not sure if they actually do despawn, but just in case, we're going to name them Squid Kid. Yeah. It kind of ruins the whole vibe of the thing if you open it, though. Okay, we have Squid Kid 1 and Squid Kid 2. Cool. If I ever run short on glow insects, those two are not gonna last. I've decorated a little bit more. I added some seagrass on the floor as well as some sea pickles, so now it just looks a little bit less bland. Also, added this little like amethyst cluster thing. I just really want to play with like light in this because there's tinted glass now, and those emit light. So do the sea pickles, but it's a lot less noticeable, but you can still kind of see it. And overall, I think it's looking really good. And there's one more thing I want to add, which is I want to put like stalactites on the ceiling. But the thing is, I don't actually have that many stalactites. So I made a farm and it hasn't produced much. This is the first one it has produced. So I need to wait for this to produce a lot more before I can really do it much more with that because it's pretty much done other than the dripstone that I want to add. So I have to think of something else to do while I wait for that to grow because, well, it's bright and early in the morning, so AFKing overnight is not really an option. Luckily, I have lots of other signs dotted around that I can work on. So the 3 options, I guess, are villagers, storage, and I could also do some paths, even though that's, not really marked off with a sign. But I think I'm going to do storage because in the process of building that, I've had to deal with my chests looking like this, and while I don't have that many currently, it's not that hard to find stuff, they're filling up quite fast, so I'm going to expand this area a little bit and make a better storage room that isn't A chest monster. Ah, sweet organization. All of the items are now in this little chest system. It's kind of 1.17 centric. I have like a deep slate chest and copper and um, I guess this is lush stuff. And of course we have rocks, kind of fancy rocks, and not really rocks at this point. Yeah, so all my stuff is organized now, which is very nice. I've left this wall being a furnace. And also, while I did that, enough not deep slate, dripstone grew that I was able to finish this little area. I also went and gathered some from the wild because it turns out you can actually find it pretty easily in waterlogged caves and in normal caves. So I finished the axolotl enclosure. We have these two kind of dripstone pillars now. So I guess we can put in the axolotls. I have quite a few, and I think that there's already one in there, because if I'm not mistaken, one spawned while I was doing various stuff, although the chances of me finding it are pretty much nothing because it was brown and it's quite dark in here, but it's time to release some axolotls. Let's see. We got a yellow one. We got a yellow one. We got... It's the baby! Hey, look, is he named Baby? Yeah, he's named Baby. Cool. We'll always know which one was the baby. There's our only pink one, I think. I don't think we have multiple of those. Let's see, white, good. Okay, there's a brown one. Got another yellow, another white. At some point, I'm going to have to do a ton of breeding to try and get a purple axolotl, and there is another brown one, because I think I have at least one of every color that isn't purple, because purple is, of course, extremely rare. I don't remember the exact odds of it happening, but if you're breeding axolotls, there's a very slim chance that a purple one will pop out, and I want a purple one. Purple is my favorite color, so I'm going to need to do that at some point. But axolotls are bred with tropical fish, and not just tropical fish, buckets of tropical fish. So, it's a bit hard to do, so that will happen later. With the axolotl enclosure being a huge success, I'd say, with, the different biomes of the new update that I've added in, I think it's time to actually work on this thing. I dug this out, like, ages ago. It's been here for most of the episode, and this was kind of where I want to put a path. I want to make a deep slate path, because I think it will look cool, and now that the enclosure is done, I know more of where it's going to go. I also have my storage system properly sorted out, so I know where the path should go for that. So I'm going to make this path and also probably pretty up the entrance to the storage system, because currently it's a bit open, I guess. So yeah, let's do that. Well, I am definitely not set on this. It doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would, but I kind of did, a variety of deep slate blocks. I originally was going to do just the, normal deep slate, this stuff, because it has the, different top, and I was going to use that top texture instead of the tiles, but it kind of looks a little weird because it's too light, in my opinion. So I'm doing the tiles instead, although now I'm kind of having a change of heart again. But for now, I'm going to leave this. I think that it needs maybe some variation in depth, because currently it's just completely flush with the stone, and also this part is just a straight diagonal of cobbled deep slate. So it definitely needs some work, but I think that will do for now. Although, now that I'm saying that, I actually don't have anything else to work on yet, because, well, I still have time left in this episode, and the villagers are going to wait till the next episode. So I'm gonna try and improve this path a bit more. I think I can definitely get it to be better than this. Maybe it's just different blocks will work better, but we'll see. Okay, so I switched out the block palette for the path, and I think it looks a lot better now. It blends into the stone more, as opposed to just kind of standing out like a ton and looking kind of strange because it does that. I also terraformed this a little bit, so the entrance is a lot smaller, and it looks more natural in here, as opposed to everything being super rectangular. And then lastly, I brought this down on this side a little bit more, so you kind of have almost a path going from the storage area to the exit. And yeah, I'd say that looks significantly better now. I actually like how it looks now. And there's only one more thing that I want to add, and that is to this area, because now that I'm starting to kind of make it look good, I need better light sources than just torches, and in 1.17, there has been added a very cool light source. And I am, of course, talking about candles, which is why we are here in Shareshire, and this is actually where my honey farm is. Now, I think if I press this button, it gives me beeswax, right? Does it? Yeah. So, it's just crafted with honeycomb, so it should be, relatively simple because I have a honeycomb farm, and I wonder if you can decompress this. You can't. Okay, that's good to know. I'm just gonna take, like, a bit, maybe 5 stacks. Now, let's just go for 9 stacks. I don't know what the crafting recipe is yet. I haven't really looked at it, but I'm assuming it is just a honeycomb and a string. I checked the crafting recipe, and I am in fact correct. It is just honeycomb and string. And Optifine, okay, yeah, I'm using a pre-release of Optifine if you see anything like that happening, but I'm going to grab an equal 9 stacks of string, so that is how much honeycomb I got. This thing, I believe, is actually still going, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's still going. We still got gold in there, maybe? No? Okay. Either way, this best farm I've ever made. It is so productive. It just produces everything. And the last ingredient in candles is, of course, the color. I think I want black and purple, and I'm stopping by my black keep to grab some dyes, because this is where my storage system is, but I forgot that, I don't know what happened, but I used to not be able to actually hear minecart sounds, so I didn't think about it while I was building this. It's kind of loud now. Okay, the game sound has been muted temporarily while we're in this area. I'll get a resource pack that mutes that at some point, because it's not actually an option in music and sounds to mute minecarts. It's like you can't change the volume unless I'm just missing something, but hopefully I have some black dye, which a stack should hopefully be more than enough, and some purple dye, in which also a stack should be hopefully more than enough. I'm not entirely sure that I'll use too much of the purple. It is one of the colors of that outpost, but it's not really the main color like black is. Although I suppose that the colors are actually exactly the same, because one is a copy of the other color palette, hence me still using, darker blocks like the deep slate. So I guess I will be making both purple and black candles, and I now have a stack of each, so I can lay these around and light them up with flint and steel, I believe. Glow squid head is going to have to move, so I can put down some candles, and if I get my flint and steel out, we can light them up, and they look really cool. I really like candles as an addition. I think that they are a super great feature, but one thing that I would love to see with this block is if you could, like, mix and match candles, like put 2 of different colors in the same block. I think that would be really cool. Although, I think that also would probably be kind of hard to do, because then you have to have, like, a lot of different block data for a block that is literally just a light source. And I'm going to put some candles on here as well. I think the purple ones are going to go better here. I kind of want to just do 4, but I think 1, because I think 1 doesn't produce that much light. If I go somewhere dark that doesn't really exist in the space, we'll put that there and see if I light that up. Yeah, it looks like it's maybe a 5 light. Yeah, I don't really know. I think that's a 5 light. I could look it up, but I'm way too lazy to do that. So I think I have to go with the 4, just because 2 or 1 isn't really gonna, add enough light to do anything. Yay, the bridge has been successfully candleified, and the axolotls, they always try to swim up the waterfall, and it's so cute. This is my favorite build yet. I think it looks so good. Okay, I get distracted too easily. I'm lighting up the rest of this place with candles. I think I'm going to have to put down some tables, because I don't really want to just put them on the floor like that, because I don't think it looks very good. Actually, I'm not going to do that right now, because I think that this area isn't really fully finished yet. I still have to do that entire part, as well as change this wall, and I probably have a lot of terraforming left as well. So I don't really want to rush into it with the candles. They should probably be put in with the rest of the decoration. So we're going to leave that for a later episode. And for now, I'm going to end this episode here because it is like 24 minutes long at this point. If I got that correct, I will feel very good about myself, but I probably didn't. So, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to hit the button. You know which one I'm talking about. Ah, what am I doing? Where's the that yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. As I was as I was saying, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to hit that like button. If you want to see more, there should be a playlist in the description as well as in the end screen. And I'll see everyone in the next episode. Have a great day, and as always, bye-bye. Eating sounds.